Hello everyone, you're watching Global Leaders Network, WINTV. I'm Yeso-Yoon and your host. There are many leaders globally in areas such as government, business, non-profit organization, and our industry, and etc. Today, I invited Tony Spavone.
Thank you for having me.
And you're a singer, right?
I'm a singer and I'm a restaurateur. Mm-hmm. And I'm a people's person.
Yeah.
I love people.
Mm-hmm. You have a restaurant, and I visited your restaurant several times.
And we sang together.
Oh, yeah.
Which we have a beautiful voice.
I think it was You Raised Me Up, right?
You raised me up, yes.
Yes, I enjoyed that time. Every time I go there, I think I order chicken parmesan.
Yes.
It's so good, and then people love it. Your restaurant. What is secret about your restaurant?
Well, let's say, when I came from Italy, my dad owned a restaurant. Mm-hmm. My father was a chef on a cruise line. Mm. So when I came at the age of 13, my dad had a restaurant in Lincolnwood called Seven Hills. Mm-hmm. So I started cooking. I was in the kitchen, cooking with my dad. I learned how to cook. But I always have something for music. And I would sing as a young man, and a lot of people, they would love, they would say, hey, so I said, you know what, I'm going to go into a music business. So I studied at the Conservatory of Chicago, and then I studied voice in Naples, Italy. Mm-hmm. And then I just came back and I left my dad, which he wasn't too happy about it.
In Italy, right?
No, here. The fathers, how they are. They want you to follow their footsteps. Mm-hmm. And we worked 7 days a week. I thought my father was crazy. And anyway, so I started performing. I went on the road and, did a lot of concerts. Mm-hmm. And then I got tired of the road, and I came back. Mm-hmm. And I went back in the restaurant business. Mm-hmm. I got a call from Alex Dana from the Rosebud on Taylor Street. Mm-hmm. And he asked me if I could help him to turn his old restaurant into an Italian restaurant. Mm-hmm. And this is how I wound up back in the restaurant business. Mm-hmm. So, but, now that because, I sang professionally, mm-hmm. I say, you know what? We'll incorporate it with my music and my cooking. And that's how I wound up in the restaurant business and still doing my concerts, especially in summertime. I do a lot of Italian festivals, and so, but I'm a lucky guy because I could take jobs that I like, and the ones that I don't like, I could say, that's okay. Mm-hmm.
So the recipe actually came from your father?
My father's, yes. My dad was a chef, as I said, on a cruise line. Mm. He worked for Sinatra, mm-hmm. At times too. Mm-hmm. So, but that's all the recipes that I have. They're all my dad, and I learned the business through my dad. Mm-hmm. So when I wound up to say, my father's crazy working 7 days a week. Now I'm doing the same thing because I've been at Spavone's for 35 years now. So.
Wow.
Yep.
Wow. I saw a lot of pictures in front of your restaurant.
Yes.
Like celebrities and also politicians.
Yes.
What makes him draw into your restaurant?
Well, as I said, through the years, I performed. Mm-hmm. I went on the road. I got the pleasure of meeting a lot of entertainers. Mm-hmm. And so whenever they pass through town, mm-hmm. they always, most of them, mm-hmm. if they have time, the first thing they say, I want to go see Tony. And then you don't even know. I just... I put the microphone on the table mm-hmm. because we're singing in the dining room, mm-hmm. and I put the microphone on the table and said, "Say if you feel like singing, here's the mic." Mm-hmm. So, and as far as celebrity, politicians, mm-hmm. you know my favorite politician.
I know.
He's my very best friend, and I love him, and he's a great man, which happens to be our great Secretary of State, Jesse White. And I mean, he's by me at least once a month. And as I said, I've been with a lot of politicians, but Jesse, you know, we go fishing. We're very close friends, you know, and I think the world of him. So
I see. What is happiness to you? Happiness.
what do you mean by what's happening to me?
Happiness. How do
My
you make yourself
happiness. Well, my happiness is first of all is you know, I run a restaurant. Okay, success. Please my customers that come in, because my goal is to see every customers that walk out of that restaurant with a smile on their face, you know. And happiness is my music, because if there's 1,000 people in the audience and I could bring a smile, you know, and 10 of them, you know, make their day, that's what makes me happy. That's my goal of life, you know, and to please people, as I said, whoever, you know. So that's my happiness, and my beautiful family. You know, I have a beautiful wife. We just celebrated our 30th anniversary, and my two beautiful daughters. And the as I said, I got you know, the rest of my family too. But as I said, that's happiness. That you know, my family, my music, and my clientele.
What was your dream when you were young, like really little?
My dream when I was young. Well, my dream when I was young was to be to be an entertainer.
Singer,
You know?
right?
Yes, to be a singer, entertainer, and you know, I would go to these concerts. I grew up around entertainers since I was a little boy, and so that was my dream, you know, to do my music. You know, don't forget that I was born in Naples, not Naples, Florida, but Naples, Italy. And as you know, Naples is a very, very musical city. You know, a lot of the songs there, you hear a lot of these tenors singing nowadays. They happen to be, most of them, all Neapolitan songs.
Wow.
You know, from Pavarotti to you know, Andrea Bocelli, and to a lot of the greatest tenors. You know. Caruso and all that, you know. So as I say, I grew up around music. I grew up with a lot of great entertainers, because don't forget, when my dad had his restaurant, we used to get a lot of great entertainers. You know, from, I mean, you name them, from Tony Bennett to you know, Sinatra, and you know, on and on and on. So.
Wow.
So it was my dream.
Yeah, and then your dream also came true here. Look at this.
Yes. Yes.
Can you tell us about how you published this CD?
Well, as I said, this CD is this CD was done in Naples, Italy. I had my maestro by the name of Dino Fiorentino. He was a great maestro. He played for a lot of great entertainers, and he did all the arrangements. He did, you know, and so there was a recording. So then it's all the classic. If you like classic Neapolitan songs, they're all there.
Wow. Yeah. Yeah. It's all classic.
Yep.
Yeah. What about this one?
That one was I recorded it's because as I said, a lot of people. I was always known growing up as in the community be the Italian singer, and it's and I loved it because I was Italian, but I still love American music, so I did that one, and I kind of mixed it up a little. I did some Italian on there. I did, and some even I think there's some Spanish on that one. So kind of did a mix of many songs.
Is this Spanish here? Cuando me
enamoro.
Oh.
Sí.
What does it mean? I don't know the Spanish, so.
Well, cuando me enamoro, which was Italian too. Cuando me enamoro, when I fall in love.
Oh.
When I fall in love.
So that's
super bene, I'll give all my love.
Oh, bravo. So that's the song you're going to sing later, right? Is this the song?
No, I was thinking of saying, you know what? Let me see here. Well, we thought. One of my favorite songs is "Can't Help Falling in Love."
Oh, I see. I can't wait to hear that.
Yeah.
By the way, the pictures are gorgeous.
Well, thank you.
Yeah. And I'm sure that it's very professionally done. And also another thing that I always have a question to you is that what is a success to you? People have a different meaning of success. What about you, to you?
Well, as I said, my meaning of success is, I opened up a restaurant 35 years ago. I'm still there. And which is in Bloomingdale. And I've seen so many restaurants, which I feel, bad about it. I mean, that don't make me feel great, But as I said, I just, to be in the same restaurant for 35 years, I think it's a pretty good run, And as I said, my music and be with spend time with my family and enjoy everything. That I do. I mean, it's a hard work, but at the end of the day, it just it pays. So success. I mean, what would you call success? Is to to be able to do what you want to do and enjoy it until it ends, because someday
The journey.
everything it will end. Nothing is forever. So, but as I said, take care of my family, and take care of my family, and take care of the people, that follow me all these years, and make keep me. Keep me doing what I love to do, because I always tell customers and people, if you see, if I would have empty seats, so, but so that's what success means to me. I don't look for much in life, just live comfortable and take care of my loved ones.
You mentioned a little bit about it, but I want to ask you, what is your hobby? You said about the fishing,
I love fishing, I'm not, as I said, I don't have much of I don't have time because my day is 7 days a week. So, if you want to be successful nowadays, you just, can't start businesses and start that and then walk away and expect it to, run by itself, So as I said, I love fishing, and so that's what relaxes me. And I don't know. I say, I just take day by day. And if I find something that I enjoy to do, that's what I'll do. I don't like golf.
Okay.
It's to me, it's like golf. I have a lot of friends who are, come on, let's golfing. You know what? I don't enjoy it. Do you want to sing? Let's make music.
Singing.
Yes.
Do you have any plans for yourself and your restaurant? Events or anything else?
I don't have any events right now because summertime comes, all the entertainers, they're all working. That's our busy season. And so I kind of stopped at a certain, I stopped doing any shows at the restaurant and, then hopefully to restart in October. If I'm going to do more, as I said, we would do shows and stuff like that. So, right?
Because I know you also participated in a lot of festivals.
Right.
And parades.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I stopped doing anything at the restaurant because, there's so many outdoor festivals going on and people do, participate. They go to these festivals and so that's why I stopped doing anything at the restaurant. I'll still do a little here myself there.
Like this. This is kind of event.
When you come in, get you up there and hear your beautiful voice. And I love to, I love to share mics, microphones. A lot of people, I can't. I said, come on, we're having fun here. This is not about, this is not Madison Square Garden,
Right.
Come over here to have a little fun. So, come on, And so, as I said, I have a lot of entertainers. They come in, and they get up and sing. Things that you would never think that they would want to do that, but they come in to do concerts, and they all of a sudden they get up and they start singing. So,
Someday I'm going to sing with you again then.
come on. I'm there.
I'm going to sing. You raise me up, but
You raise me up.
but you have to save your voice.
Yeah.
Because you talk about your happiness related to serving other people, because you want to make your family happy, and you also want to make your customer happy as well. So how can we serve other people from your perspective really well? What was your success behind of this?
My successful behind this is God gave me a gift, and I'm lucky. I was lucky enough to be able to use it, and I made money with it. It gave me a good life, and but then there comes the other side that to use it for good things, to help people out, to for veterans, and I always tell them, if there's veterans, if you come and ask me to do a benefit for vets, I'm there. If you come and ask me to do for children, I'm there. Seniors, I'm there. To raise money for a good charity, many different organizations. I do stuff for the Lions Club, and I donate my time for stuff like that, and so that's that's something that I love to do. It's not all about the money all the time. I said sometimes you you got to give back in life. And as a matter of fact, as you know, one day I received a letter from New York saying you were chosen to receive the Ellis Island Medal of Honor, and I'm going, why? Because it's a past recipient who has to put your name in there, and then out of thousands of people, they check out, why would you receive this, medal, which is because it's a medal. It's the only medal recognized by Congress besides the National Medal of Honor. And I said, why would they choose me? And so I received the Ellis Island Medal of Honor, which was such a great honor to be with, because as I said, out of so many thousand people, they choose 100 people every year. And 6 United States presidents received it. Frank Sinatra received it. The Joe DiMaggio received it. So, and I happened to be, and so many others, major generals, and it was like, what am I doing here with all these great people, So, but, that's my goal in life, and not just to sing for the money, but if I could help somebody, that's my goal.
So we can see you all the time whenever we visit your restaurant, correct?
You could see me, but I always say, make sure, call, because as summertime comes, I start doing all this festivals and stuff like that. Because a lot of people come in and say, oh, I got this great restaurant, and the man, he's, Tony Spavone, I want you to meet him, he's a great singer, and then they'll come in and say, where's Tony? I go out here. Well, I brought all these people here, and you weren't here. I was very disappointed. So I always tell people, call, make sure that I will be there. So.
I see. Lastly, do you have any comments toward your community, Italian community, and also our audiences?
Well, with the Italian community, I was very, very involved in the Italian community, for quite a few years. But then it got to be too much. In which way? Running a restaurant, they have all their functions, all their things on weekends. And if I start, and my thing, it is very hard to get away from the restaurant, to attend all these doings. And so it kind of became hard for me to be, part of all the, the Italian community. And so that's why I'm involved. If they call me, I'm there. If they need something, I'm there. But to be full, and it's not that I don't want to, it's because of the business that I'm in. So that's, and as far as the audience, where would we be without audience?
Right.
I mean, people come to the restaurant and they said, thank you for being here all this year. And my answer is no, thank you, because if you didn't come and support me, I wouldn't be here. So, and we all need our audience. And, so, and the community. We need all of our communities. And I wish that one of these days that all this craziness that's going on in the world, all this craziness that's going on in the city of Chicago and every other cities, and maybe everybody could get together and and say, you know what, yesterday, whatever feelings they have is, yesterday was yesterday. Let's worry about tomorrow. Let's all be together and work together. So that's my
Comments
yes.
towards audiences. Okay, thank you so much for sharing your stories and also coming to our station today.
It was a pleasure. Pleasure seeing you.
We'll sing again together.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you for watching Global Leaders Network WINTV. If you want to watch this again, you can watch through our website, YouTube, but don't forget to subscribe us. I want to see you, all of you, next Thursday, 9 p.m. Until then, stay tuned and have a blessed week. Bye-bye.
Wise man says only fool rush in, for I can't help falling in love with you. Shall I stay? Would it be a sin? For I can't help falling in love with you. Like a river flows surely to the sea, darling, so it goes. Some things are meant to be. Take my hand, take my whole life too, for I can't help falling in love with you. Some things are meant to be. Take my hand, take my whole life too, for I can't help falling in love with you. For I can't help falling in love with